and I'll be serving as your moderator this evening. Today's meeting is more different because this is the first ever virtual general meeting for the year 2020-2021 held by us. So I think you can understand that this is a special event and you get to be a part of it. I think you already have a slight idea of what's going to happen this evening. It will become clearer the more we proceed. Not only that, but we'll also have some fun activities to do to make this night more colorful. So stay tuned for that as well. So to start this evening, I would like to invite the President of Rotaract Mora, Rotaractor Samila Imbulana, for general meeting formalities.
Hi, before we start, can I get a quick yes on the chat if I'm audible or not? Yes, all right. Right, so before we start things off, I would like to call the general meeting for the month of August to all. Right, so welcome guys. We have quite an exciting lineup for today's general meeting. But before we start off, there is a series of formalities that we need to adhere as a Rotaract Club, right? So to start off the proceedings, I would like to invite Rotaractor Garisha to read out the flag salutation, Rotaract invocation, and the Rotaract four-way test. Garisha, over to you.
Thank you. Please feel free to unmute your mics to recite the flag salutation. I salute the national flag of Sri Lanka, which signifies the independence of my country, and stand for all its people, united as one nation. I pledge all allegiance to Sri Lanka and undertake to work towards its peace and prosperity in a spirit of tolerance and love. Rotaract invocation. Remember us always as thy children. O Lord, instill us in the true meaning of friendship, that the differences of cultures and creeds should not matter. At all times, endure with us the desire to serve, remembering that we too often need help. As and when the need for service arises, caring to make our badge of Rotaract worthwhile. Tell us that we have not lived in vain. Rotary four-way test. Of the things that we think, say, or do. Is it the truth? Is it fair to all concerned? Does it promote goodwill and better friendships? Will it be beneficial to all concerned?
Right. Thank you, Rotaractor Garisha. Now, to continue with our formal proceedings, I would like to invite our very own secretary, Rotaractor Lisha. Lisha?
Thank you, Rotaract Samila. So I have received excuses from Rotaract Paman and Rotaract Uin. Moreover, I have circulated the minutes of the previous meeting on the 3rd August. I invite someone to propose the minutes are in order. Thank you, Rotaract Nishika. Can someone second it?
Yeah, I second it.
Thank you, Rotaract Sachin. Over to Samila.
Right. Hi. So now we're basically kick-starting the general meeting. For all those newcomers, probably the first half of what we just did may have sounded and looked a little bit weird. But it's not something weird. It's something, it's the culture that we bring in with Rotaract. There are certain set of formalities that we need to adhere to since this is a general meeting. Right. So welcome everyone. Good evening to our very first general meeting of the Rotaract year 2020 and 2021. Right. So first of all, I think I must thank each and every one of you for coming for this general meeting amidst all your busy schedules. It's a delight to see that there are 99 participants of this Zoom call, and I'm assuming there's quite a lot of more people on the YouTube listening as well. But one thing that I need to state at the beginning of this address is that this is we have almost completed the first month of our new Rotaract year, and the amount of work that this club is putting up, the amount of projects, the quality of the projects, the stuff that people are putting up is quite amazing to see. This is not something that I'm giving from my personal end. It's something that I can tell, that a feedback that I've gotten collectively from the Rotary Club in Sri Lanka, as well as from the Rotaract District 320. They are quite impressed with the work that we're putting up. And I think the biggest reason why we have gotten this year off to the best start is each and every one of you individuals who are joining with this call. I was just going through the participants list of this call, and I could see quite a lot of names that have been popping up in Rotaract groups. They are chairpersons of projects. I have seen those kids in Rotaract certain project committees. So it's truly amazing to see you guys performing at the highest level in this club and also being present in these general meetings. Now, first of all, like I said, thank you very much for the commitment that you're showing. And I hope that while you're making that commitment, you are also being able to learn something out of the club as well. Right. So now I'll just since I was talking about the hard work that you've been putting up, I thought instead of me just going on and stating few things, I thought it would be interesting, and I thought it would be nice if you could hear a kind of a story that I have, maybe a couple of stories that I could share with you. I'll share you one particular story that I have when I was very specifically a general member of this club. A general member, someone like you, who is not essentially a part of the board of directors, but a general member of the club. Now, the funny thing about what you all are doing with this club is that without you knowing, you all are getting amazing set of opportunities and you are grabbing them with both your hands. So I'll just go through my experience of how I entered this club and how I grabbed that opportunity. I remember this was way back, I think 2.5 years ago, when I was a general member of the club. I think all of you are very well aware of the project Maestro, which is kind of going on in a glorious way this year. So this was during the first year when Maestro was initiated for its very first time. This was in 2018. So back then, Maestro was quite a new concept. We as students coming from a very technical university, we didn't know what a business case study challenge was and whatnot. And I, for some reason, I was part of the Maestro committee. And I was assigned with the task of finding the platinum partner, or rather the main sponsor of Maestro. Now, this was quite a big task. And being honest, it's something that I have never done, because these partnerships are of great financial value and they are of great value to the club and to the project. So I remember I was able to somehow using some of my connections and I was able to get into one of a well-known corporate entity in Sri Lanka. And you probably might think, okay, this fellow might have figured things out how to do it. But the truth is, uh, I was back then, I didn't have a lot of skills, and honestly, my language, my use of English language was not that great, and it was real difficult, and I was really stressed out. But I remember I went in and sat for a meeting with the CEO of that company, and he asked me to have a seat, Aputa, and he asked me to pitch the basically the idea that I had, and I pitched the idea, and to be honest, it wasn't a great pitch. I didn't do my best there, as in I didn't. That was my very first business pitch, and I did it, and I learned quite a lot from that person sitting over there. He pointed out certain things like what are the things that I did wrong when I was pitching, but fortunately enough, he realized that Maestro was a project with great potential, and they went ahead with that project. And that was one of my catalyst moment in my Rotaract career, where I decided, okay, this movement, this club creates opportunities for us. And if you grab those opportunities by both our hands, then you might be able to learn something out of it. So it's just a small this thing. It's a small story that I wanted to share with you, and I'm sure most of the chairpersons in this call, most of the committee members in this call, project committee members, may well be writing their own stories in Rotaract as of now. So grab those opportunities, and we get the very best kind of education from this university. But something that we all should understand is that the technical education is not enough for us to thrive in the corporate world. We need non-technical skills, and this is a place that would teach you those values, teach you those skills. So I hope you were able to get something out of the story, and I hope you will also get those opportunities in the club. Now I'll just quickly go through what a general meeting is, the very meeting that you all are attending. A general meeting is quite essentially it's a platform where all the Rotaractors and get together, talk, have some fun, and also most importantly get to know about what is happening in this Rotaract club. Uh, I understand some of you people may be working in a project committee. Some of you may be chairing a certain project, but it's not the case. This is a club that has four main avenues, two main sub avenues, and also multiple number of projects running at one given time. So the number of opportunities that you may have it may be various. So how do you get to know what are the opportunities that I have? This is the perfect platform. Come here, get to know. Our folks will run you through what projects are running. Try to understand them. And of course, most important thing, it's not always about listening to someone speak. It's about unmuting that little button and speaking up and asking any question that you have. And as I'm talking right now, if you have any questions, you can ask. So that's what a general meeting is all about. You can clarify all your doubts regarding this, if regarding our Rotaract club. If you have any new suggestions that you have to give, if you think we as a club are doing anything wrong, you can point it out for us. This is your ideal platform. Speak up. And if you are always a little shy to speak up, that's fine, but try to speak up in platforms like this. And if you're always shy, you can definitely reach out to us, the board of directors of Rotaract Mora, and we are always there to listen to whatever that you have to say, right? And I don't want to go on and on. I think there are some quite an interesting lineup we have for this general meeting. So before I go off, I need to give you a small message, Ral. Yes, I know that a lot of people are working hard. They're putting their time, they're putting their efforts for this club, and we really appreciate that. But also, while being very happy about that, we need to convey this message to you. You you and I, we are all part of this wonderful University of Mora. And why are we here? We are here to engage in academics and pass out the best grades possible. So while doing Rotaract, do not forget your academics. That's a big priority that's a big part of your life that you shouldn't forget as well. I understand when you're engaging in Rotaract, when you're doing these extracurricular activities, be it Rotaract, be it a separate club, or be it a sport, you may have come across situations where academics may kind of get disturbed by these activities. But I'm saying do not make it an hindrance. I have an extremely good set of examples to show to you. If you go through the chat, if you see the executive committee members, most of the vice presidents, senior directors of my board of directors are people who do exceptionally well in academic activities. While doing that, they are doing service to their best efforts, and they are extremely good Rotaractors. So always keep in mind, life is it's all about striking a right balance. You need to balance your academics on one hand, and you need to balance whatever do you do other than your academics on one hand. So keep that in mind. I mean, I'm also not a person who's very fond of studying, but then again, if you are compromising your time, and if you are investing your time for something like Rotaract, always know, once you go home, if you have a little 30 minutes, 45 minutes, take out a book and study. um, don't get me in the wrong way. I mean, I know most of you might not be very happy to hear that, but that is how it is, right? So that is pretty much it. I think we have quite an interesting lineup, and I saw some magnificent set of songs being put up on our Cast4 page. There were tons of them. Um, I mean, the talent that you guys possess is extremely great to see, and I hope we as a club would be able to sort of elevate you guys and take you to the next level. That's pretty much it. I think my board of directors are ready to present you with the uh, ongoing progress or ongoing projects of the club. So yes, stay tuned. It's a treat to see all of you guys today, and it's a privilege to be the president of a club that has such an amazing membership as yourself. So yes, thank you very much for listening to me. I hope you will stay you stay actively engaged with the club. Right, so I hand over the proceedings to our moderator, Rotaractor. Thank you.
Thank you, Samila Ye, Garisha Ke, and Lisha Ke. So now I'm going to invite our own Rotaract members, Dhanoj Nimnada, Garisha Hera, Nikit Fernando, Supul Kalhara, and Ranul Navojit to tell you about some of the ongoing projects of the club.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Garisha Herath, and I will be talking about the ongoing projects our Rotaractors are engaged in. At the end of each presentation, we would share with you the names and contact details of chairpersons of the project. So if you wish to join the Rotaract family, you can contact them. So first of all, we have 5 diverse avenues, and they are Professional Development Avenue, International Service Avenue, Environmental Service Avenue, Community Service Avenue, and the Club Service Avenue. The first project that I'll be talking about is Rotaract Mora, Model United Nations. Rotaract Mora Model United Nations is the most recent project that's being executed under the International Service Avenue of Rotaract Mora. This was the proposition by one of the teams in Revelation 2020. Rotaract Mora Model United Nations focuses to create a new Model United Nation culture within the state university, while creating opportunities for the youngsters to take active participation in trades like debating, speaking, and reporting. Next is Grama Prabodaya. Grama Prabodaya falls under this Community Service Avenue, and the main goal of the project is to resolve several problems in the village faces while facilitating the village with materialistic aids. The chosen village for the project is a little village of Dunuputagama in the outskirts of Nochiagama. Next up is Nanaruna. Nanaruna is catered to create opportunities for the underprivileged students who are sitting for their GCE O-levels. Our Rotaract members hope to host seminars in the fields of maths, science, English, and ICT, as well as to donate books for these students. An e-learning platform is to be designed as well that will assist these students at times like this. I will now invite Supul Kalhara to continue.
Thank you, Dr. Garisha. Am I audible? Hello. Am I audible?
Yes, you are.
Uh, Hello, everyone. Good evening to you all. Okay. Dr. Garisha told you about the ongoing projects in International Service Avenue and some about Community Service Avenue. So let's continue in Community Service. Hand in Hand. The project Hand in Hand is to raise funds to help the cancer patients at Apeksha Hospital Maharagama and Teaching Hospital Karapati. Funds for this project are raised by selling stickers and cards by our own Rotaractor members. This project helps the patients who suffer from cancer make their lives substantially more agreeable and comfortable. Hand in Hand is a project which is going throughout the year. And next we have Mansa Thunder. It's like this. Manusa Thunder is one of the most charitable projects done by Rotaract Mora. For the years 2020-21, we plan to make audiobooks from 2019 past papers in collaboration with Vijay newspapers for the visually impaired. Apart from that, we are focusing on improving the library website. We are starting two sub-projects this year. One will focus on recording content from the Tamil language while the other will focus on English language. And next we have Andurata Attalak. Andurata Attalak is a project that was brought upon by our enthusiast 19 batch members in inaugural revolution competition. This was placed as sub-project in Manusa Thane. The main objective of this project is to equip the visually impaired community with the English knowledge that is expected from the reputed firms so that the visually impaired could secure employment and develop their lives on their own. Okay, there are some other sub-projects left from this avenue, but I'm going to stop here. Contractor Nikit is ready to take it from here. Nikit, over to you. Thank you.
Thank you, Rotaractor Supul. Am I audible?
Yeah, you are.
Okay,
You're
let's
audible.
continue in community service. Stop the spread COVID-19. Stop the Spread COVID-19 is a new project that was executed in the year 2020 due to the current pandemic, and it is a mandatory project to be executed by all Rotaract clubs throughout the island. There we should focus on one particular sector, be it university, corporate field, or a school, and help to improve awareness on COVID-19 as well as to make sure they follow the safety health guidelines in that specific area. Next project is Maestro. Maestro is a professional development project and it's one of the biggest projects that is executed under the Rotaract Club of University of Mora. This is usually carried out on a large scale, but because of this current pandemic, the execution of this had to be lessened. Maestro 2020 is a business challenge competition that could be launched for the third consecutive year, and this initiated on the 7th of July 2020 onwards, and it's carried out by the Professional Development Avenue members. Next project is CAS 4. CAS 4 is basically the fun house or the entertainment hub of the Rotaract Club. This keeps our membership entertained and engaged with the rest of the member board. This also helps to create uh, union, improve teamwork skills, leadership skills between the members. We mainly have treasure hunt, esports, campfire, singing and drama, as well as the cast for Urdu events. Next slides will be presented by Rotaractor and Ranul Nawaz.
Thank you, Lakshani. Am I audible?
Yes, Ram.
So let's move on to environmental avenue. So the Ecolastic. Ecolastic is a sustainable project forced under environmental avenue of our club. So the main purpose of this project is to find a solution to reduce the environmental pollution caused by plastics and polythenes. So currently, the Ecolastic Project Committee is working with Ecobic concept. So if you are all are welcome to join this project. So let's have a look at our ongoing joint projects. So we have 3 ongoing joint projects. They are Green Legacy, West State 3.0, and Together SL. So Green Legacy. Green Legacy is a joint project done by Rotaractor clubs of University of Mora, University of Peradeniya, and University of Canyon. So this year the project has changed because of this pandemic situation. So they created a Facebook page to educate the young fellows about the beauty of the nature and how we should protect our environment through blogs and some photos. So all nature lovers are welcome to join this project, and there are more joint projects. That's all from me. Rotaractor Dhanoj will continue from here.
Thank you, Ranul. Let's move on to the West State project. West State 3.0 is another joint project conducted by the Rotaract Club of University of Mora in collaboration with 10 other clubs under the Rotaract Colombo West. There are two phases to this project, and West State 2.0 was already finished by now. West State 3.0 mainly targets the students around Colombo who are underprivileged and who goes unnoticed by most of the people because majority of people focus their attention on rural villages of Sri Lanka, but they hardly notice the underprivileged students who are suffering in the hub of our country, and West State has to give up the facilities to these well-deserved students to free internet access. Let's move towards the Together Cell. Together Cell is an ongoing joint project done by the Rotaractors district. Sri Lanka has been divided into 8 clusters and given a rural village to develop for each of these clusters. In Together Cell, we are expected to figure out solutions and find ways to have the communities that these groups are assigned to. University of Mora has been given to chance to uplift the community at Molkav Cultural Village, and Together Cell has been able to improve the lives of the villagers and the students in the area with the help of our Rotaractor members. Here is the end of our presentation. Now I will take over to Garisha.
Thank you, Dhanoj. We have already shared the names and contact details of the chairpersons of these projects, and we will be sharing the WhatsApp group links as well. So please check the chat box if you want to be a part of Rotaract Mora family. Thank you.
Thank you everyone for that presentation. By now, I think you can understand why Rotaract Mora is a club worth joining. Alright, enough with the formal stuff. Api podi fun ekak gamu. Let's do a fun activity, a quiz to kill your boredom, and also give you a chance of winning some cool prizes. We're going to give you a quiz based on Rotaract Mora, and this is how it's going to work. ඔයාලට ප්‍රශ්න 20ක් කරන්න තියෙනවා. එක ප්‍රශ්නයක් කරන්න තප්පර 20යි දෙන්නේ. ඔයාලට ආන්සර් එකක් ක්ලික් කරන්න බැරි වුණා තප්පර 20 ඇතුළත අපි මේ මාක්ස් ටික කන්සිඩර් කරන්නේ නැහැ. ඔයාලට ක්විස් එක කන්ටිනියු කරන්න ඕන නම් අනිවාර්යෙන් ආන්සර් එකක් ක්ලික් කරන්න ඕනේ. නැත්නම් ඔයාලට next question එකට යන්න බෑ. The faster you give the answers, the more points you will get. ඔයාලගේ උත්තරේ වැරදි නම් ලකුණු බිඳුවයි. Those are the rules and regulations. Next, you need to join the game. ඒකට අපි ඔයාලට විනාඩි 5ක් දෙනවා. If you're going to use the PC or laptop, click on the link we're going to provide in the chat box. If you're using your mobile phone, go and type joinmyquiz.com in your Google Chrome web browser and type in the code we're going to provide in the chat box. After that, all of you have to register for the quiz. ඉස්සලාම ඔයාලගේ Google account එක provide කරන්න. ඊළඟට select school because all of you are university students. Then provide your birthday and finally grade එකට select කරන්න university. I'll repeat it all again. ඔයාලට විනාඩි 5ක් දෙන්නම්. මම ඒක කියන ගම ඔයගොල්ලෝ register වෙන්න පටන් ගන්න. Right. We're going to give you a quiz based on Rotaract Mora. And this is how it's going to work. ඔයාලට ප්‍රශ්න 20ක් කරන්න තියෙනවා. එක ප්‍රශ්නයක් කරන්න තප්පර 20යි දෙන්නේ. ඔයාලට ආන්සර් එකක් ක්ලික් කරන්න බැරි වුණොත් තප්පර 20 ඇතුළත අපි මේ මාක්ස් ටික කන්සිඩර් කරන්නේ නැහැ. ඔයාලට ක්විස් එක කන්ටිනියු කරන්න ඕන නම් අනිවාර්යෙන් ආන්සර් එකක් ක්ලික් කරන්න ඕනේ. නැත්නම් ඔයාලට next question එකට යන්න බෑ. The faster you give the answers, the more points you will get. ඔයාලගේ උත්තරේ වැරදි නම් ලකුණු බිඳුවයි. Those are the rules and regulations. Next, you need to join the game. If you're going to use the PC or laptop, click on the link we're going to provide in the chat box. If you're using your mobile phone, go and type joinmyquiz.com in your Google Chrome web browser and type in the code we're going to provide in the chat box. After that, all of you have to register for the quiz. ඉස්සලාම ඔයාලගේ Google account එක provide කරන්න. ඊළඟට select school because all of you are university students. Then provide your birthday. Finally, grade එක select කරන්න. Grade එක select කරන්න university. Right. I'm going to repeat the instructions once more. Keep registering. Right. We're going to give you a quiz based on Rotaract Mora. And this is how it's going to work. ඔයාලට ප්‍රශ්න 20ක් කරන්න තියෙනවා. එක ප්‍රශ්නයක් කරන්න තප්පර 20යි දෙන්නේ. ඔයාලට ආන්සර් එකක් ක්ලික් කරන්න බැරි වුණොත් තප්පර 20 ඇතුළත අපේ මාක්ස් ටික කන්සිඩර් කරන්නේ නැහැ. ඔයාලට ක්විස් එක කන්ටිනියු කරන්න ඕන නම් අනිවාර්යයෙන්ම ආන්සර් එකක් ක්ලික් කරන්න ඕනේ. නැත්නම් ඔයාලට next question එකට යන්න බෑ. The faster you give the answers, the more points you will get. ඔයාලගේ උත්තරේ වැරදි නම් ලකුණු බිඳුවයි. We'll give you 2 more minutes to register. You still have time. You can win some cool prizes. Wow, 80 participants. Are there any more? All right. We're going to start the quiz now. Everybody, keep answering. Come on, faster and faster. The more faster you give the answers, the more marks you get. Come on, everybody. Ikmat, ikmat. Is the quiz over? All right. Everyone gave answers fast as they could, right? Good. Because we're going to announce the winners soon. So stay tuned. Keep going, guys. Keep providing answers. Come on. Come on, guys, faster and faster because you can win really cool prizes. Come on. Come on, guys, you can do it. Come on, everybody, it's nearly over. You can do it. Finish it. Come on, guys. Everyone doing a good job, right? Keep going, keep going. At the end of this, you'll receive really cool prizes. All right, everybody. Okay, quiz is over. Let's stop, everybody. I hope you did a good job. Is everyone getting settled? The meeting එකට එන්න. Okay, everybody. That was fun, right? කම්මැලිකම ගියා නේද? We will announce the winners soon. Stay tuned. Okay, let's proceed. With that, we're going to come to the most important part of today's meeting. Let's learn about LinkR. Joining LinkR is a crucial step in becoming a Rotaract member. So in this next segment, you're going to find out what LinkR is and its induction process. First, you will watch a video which will be followed by a presentation. For this, I invite the member development directors to continue.
This is Shahan. Shahan entered the University of Mora. Soon, there was no place in the university that he has not been. In his university life, he saw many clubs and societies. And among those, he found a single club with an unusual strength. He saw that the projects done by this particular club were far away from the common projects that he has ever seen. He realized that this is the best place for him to develop his skills, to work as a team, and to pave his path to be a leader. So one day, someone told him, "Hey dude, the GM is on this August." So he peeked in a bit to see what this is all about. He got to know about the club. He found out that the club tracks its members through this thing called LinkR. He also noticed that it was something like LinkedIn. And time passed. Soon, all of his contributions were updated in his LinkR account. From that, the seniors noticed that he was an outstanding club member. And finally, he got what he deserved. Who knows? Someday, Shahan might be the future president of this club. So, be like Shahan.
Okay, hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'm Lakshani. First of all, thank you, Tinityangi. I'm Lakshani, Membership Development Co-Director in Rotaract Mora. Okay, today we are going to talk about what is LinkR and then how to engage with LinkR as general members, and then our Rotaract movement, and then finally we are going to talk about how to become an inducted member. Okay. Well, හැමෝම දන්නේ අද ජෙනරල් මීටින් එකේ මේල්ලිම දැනගන්න දේ. LinkR කියන්නේ ඔයාලගේ contributions add කරලා අපි ඔයාලගේ contributions වලට value එකක් දීලා ඔයාලගේ හොඳටම perform කරන members ලව select කරගන්න platform එකක්. මුළු year එකේම ongoing projects ගැන අපි ඒකේ update එකක් දෙනවා. ඒ වගේම ඔයාලට කැමති ඔයාලගේ කැමති task තියෙනවා නම් ඒවා request කරලා ඒ වගේම project වලට contribute කරන්න පුළුවන්. අපි බලමු LinkR එකේ මොනවද වෙන්නේ කියලා. LinkR එකේ basically ඔයාලා මේ දවස්වල LinkR එකත් එක්ක join වෙලා ඉන්නවා නම් ඔයාලා දැකලා ඇති LinkR එකේ ongoing projects ගැන and then project committee members ලා ඒ වගේම respective performances අපි update කරලා තියෙනවා. ඒ වගේම අපේ LinkR එකේ active members ලා and best performing members ලා ගැන සලකා බලලා එයාලව select කරගන්නා induction ceremony එකේ ඔයාලව inducted member කෙනෙක් විදිහට තෝරගන්න. ඒ වගේම ඔයාලා මම කිව්වේ task request කරන්න පුළුවන් කියලා. ඒ වගේම එතනදී ඔයාලා කැමති task එකක් තිබ්බොත් ඔයාලට ඒ task එක ගැන වැඩිදුර විස්තර දැනගන්න ඒ අදාළ project එකේ chairperson ව හරි නැත්නම් membership development team එකව හරි contact කරන්න පුළුවන්. And this is the LinkR link. You all can visit through this. My link කියවන්න https://linkr.rotaractmora.org. You all can visit to the LinkR platform through accessing this link. Okay. අපි දැන් බලමු ඔයාලා කොහොමද LinkR platform එකත් එක්ක engage වෙන්නේ කියලා as general members. Simply ඔයාලට තියෙන්නේ Google login එක through මේ වගේ interface එකක් ඔයාලට පේනවා. Google login එක through LinkR platform එකට log වෙන්න. And then if the name of the Google account is not the same as the member's name, changing the member name in edit details is mandatory. ඒ කියන්නේ ඔයාලගේ නම වෙනස් විදිහකට තියනවා නම් අපිට ඔයාලව identify කරගන්න එක අමාරු හින්දා ඔයාලා normally general use කරන name එකකින් profile name එක තිබ්බොත් අපිට ගොඩක් ලේසි. And then ඔයාලට පුළුවන් ඔයාලගේ LinkedIn profile link එක and then Instagram, Facebook profile links LinkedIn profile එකේ update කරන්න. Like this screen එකේ ඔයාලට පේන විදිහට edit profile කියන එක click කරලා you all can update your profile details. And also as a general member you all can see the tasks which are assigned by the project chairperson and then you can request that task as you wish. ඔයාලට screen එකේ පේන විදිහට අපි task එකක් දාලා තියෙනවා flyer design for opening කියලා. එතකොට මේ task එක not completed කියලා මෙතන පෙන්නනවානේ. එතකොට ඒක completed නැති හින්දා you guys can request the task and then chairperson confirm කරලා අපේ task එක assign කරනවා. එතකොට ඒක ඔයාලගේ assignments යටතේ profile එකේ වැටෙනවා. And then you guys can complete it. ඊට පස්සේ then ඔයාලගේ contributions වලට ඒක add වෙනවා. අපි ඊට පස්සේ ඔයාලට contribution එකට අදාළව mark එකක් නැත්නම් value එකක් assign කරලා අපි ඔයාලව ඒ කියන්නේ ඔයාලගේ contributions list එකක් විදිහට ඒ කියන්නේ අපිට අපි generate කරනවා best performing members ලව. And then this will be a very good feature for you all. අපි මේකෙදී ඔයාලට ඔයාලගේ මොනවා හරි LinkR එකේ contributions හරි නැත්නම් task request කරද්දී හරි ඔයාලට මොනවා හරි ගැටලුවක් ආවොත් you can use this right to membership development team button at the right bottom of the web app. ඒක use කරලා you all can directly involve with our membership development team. Okay, I hope you all got a good idea about LinkR platform. ඒ වගේ විශේෂයෙන් කියන්න ඕනේ දැන් ඔයාලා මොනවා හරි project එකක් අතරතුර project එකට involve වෙලා ඔයාලා ඒක මොනවා හරි දෙයක් contribute කරාම ඔයාලට LinkR එකේ ඒ project එකට අදාළව contributions වලට ඔයාගේ name එක and or contribution එක add වෙලා ඒකට අදාළව අපි value එකක් දෙනවා I mean like mark එකක් දෙනවා and then ඒ වගේ හැමෝම filter කරලා we are going to select the best performing members through the LinkR platform. And then let's see what's the Rotaract movement, like what you will get by engaging with Rotaract Mora. Basically, it's a great platform to develop your professional development career. As you all know, Are You Ready is our biggest career fair, which we are organizing for our undergraduates at University of Mora. And we have Data Storm, Maestro likewise. If you like to engage with professional development avenue, you can talk with us or directly with our PD members. And then also if you are a good travel buddy or if you like to engage with our foreign Rotaractors, international service is a very good avenue. If you are interested, you all can contact our international service directors, and our members. And Rotaract Mora is an audience to get involved with many new friends and to work with them. It's a worthy gift to build up your interpersonal skills by engaging with our club service avenue. Basically, අපි club service avenue එකකින් කරන්නේ ඔයාලගේ friendships build up කරනවා and then ගොඩාක් යාළුවෝ අලුත් යාළුවෝ ඔයාලට අඳුර ගන්න පුළුවන් ඒ වගේ දේවල්. And then also Rotaract Mora, like basically we are doing our community service part. ඔයාලා ගොඩක් දන්නා ඇති hand in hand project එක ගැන අපි cancer hospital එකේ පුංචි ළමයින්ට උදව් කරනවා ඒ project එකේ. And then ග්‍රාම ප්‍රබෝධය අපි නොච්චියා ගම කියලා ගමක ඒක rural ගමක්. අපි ඒකේ construction කළේ ගම වැඩි දියුණු කරනවා. ඒ වගේ community service පැත්තේ ගොඩාක් නැනාරුණ කියලා seminar series එකක් යනවා. If you would like to join, contact us or directly our community service people. Okay. And then at last, it's a way to improve your digital communication, editorial and public relation experiences. Like if you are good in writing, you all can join with our editing side, or if you are good in designing and public relation stuff, you all can join with our PR team. Like as you all know, you can design flyers and videos likewise. Okay. Now, මම හිතන්නේ ඔයාලට LinkR එක ගැන වගේම how to become an inducted member කියන එක ඔළුවේ තියෙන ලොකු ප්‍රශ්නයක් වෙන්න පුළුවන්. Let's clear out that also today. Basically, Rotaract Mora is a platform platform to experience and develop yourselves in many fields. General members can become an inducted member by fulfilling given commitments on behalf of Rotaract Mora. After becoming an inducted member, you'll be a Rotaract Mora representative in Rotaract District 3220, Sri Lanka and Maldives. ඒ කියන්නේ basically ඔයාලා Rotaract Mora වල inducted member කෙනෙක් විදිහට assign වුණාම ඔයාලා අපේ Rotaract district එකේ තියෙන ඕනම event එකකට Rotaract Mora club දෙකේ member කෙනෙක් විදිහට participate කරන්න පුළුවන්. Okay. දැන් අපි බලමු Rotaract club එකේ inducted member කෙනෙක් වෙන්න what are the things that you should fulfill. Basically, you have to engage in few Rotaract projects and given significant contribution to success our projects. And at last, your like great passion and the commitment towards the completion of their own roles. ඔයාලා project එකට ගොඩක් passion එකකින් commit එකකින් වැඩ කරනවා කියලා අපි දැක්කොත් it will be a good opportunity for you all to become inducted. Okay, I think everything was clarified. And at last, I would like to express you all a small part. Passion is energy. Feel the power that comes from focusing on what exists to you. ඔයාලගේ passion එකට ඔයාලගේ passion එක අඳුර ගන්න, ඔයාලගේ strengths and ඔයාලගේ skills අඳුරගෙන skills build up කරන්න, engage with Rotaract Mora, works towards your passion. Okay, thank you very much for listening. And at last, I would like to introduce our membership development team. I am Lakshani, co-director membership development, and my fellow co-director Satira Nipun. And if you guys have any sort of clarifications or questions, feel free to talk us or drop a message to us. The contact numbers are also displayed in the slide. Hope you guys got a good idea about our LinkR platform and the inducting procedure. Thank you very much. Over to you, Tilitirani.
Thank you, Lakshani Akke, for that presentation. Now it's time to announce the winners of Beyond the Harmony cover song competition. As you all know, Beyond the Harmony, a cover song competition, was held by Cast 4. Competitors from the 4 Harry Potter houses, Gryffindor, Hufflepuff, Ravenclaw, Slytherin, have posted their covers on Facebook. The winners of the competition will be announced in 4 categories: most popular, most creative, best instrumental, and best cover. First up, we're going to announce the winners of the most popular category. For this, I invite Rotaract Tishani Vijayaratna, the Vice President of Community Services.
Hello. Yeah. Can you hear me? Hello, Samila. You can hear me, right? Okay, cool. So for the most popular category, we have 4 winners, 2 third places. So I'll start from third place. Rotaractor Gavindu Chirandi from Slytherin House is one of the people who have received third place. And the other third place goes to Rotaractor Hirushan Vikramasuriya from House Hufflepuff. Okay, you all can change places, but I will announce them nonetheless. Second place goes to Nuan Soisa from Gryffindor House. First place goes to Inuka Satsara from Gryffindor House.
Thank you, Tishani Akke. Time for the next 2 categories, the most creative song and the best instrumental cover. For this, I invite Rotaractor Ramit Hettiarachchi, the Senior Director of IT.
Thank you, Nangi. So first of all, I would like to tell all of you that we really enjoyed your covers. Like we watched them when we were free. We watched them multiple times. So really thanks a lot for you guys for making these amazing covers. So first of all, let's announce the winners of the creative category. So talking about the creative category, so we selected the well-planned mashups and collaborations, taking into account pitching, tempo, clarity, and other stuff. So without further ado, let's announce the creative category winners. So in third place, we have Vijita from Ravenclaw. And in second place, we have Hemashi from Gryffindor. And in first place, we have a collaboration from the Hufflepuff house. So Hiruni, Pasindu, and Madhavi. So congratulations, everyone. We really enjoyed your covers.
Okay. Thank you, Ramit IA. Now it's time for the most awaited category, the best cover song. For this, I invite Rotaractor Nishika Silva, the Vice President of Administration.
Before that, we have to actually announce the instrumental category also. So sorry for that issue from my end. So from the instrumental covers, we selected 3 as well. So at third place, we have Lahiru from Slytherin. At second place, Apeksha from Slytherin. And at first place, an amazing guitar cover, Anjula from Gryffindor. All right, Tishani, now it's time for you to announce the best covers.
Okay, so I'll be announcing the best cover songs of the Cast 4 Beyond the Harmony event. So I must tell you all, so when selecting these cover songs, the judges have considered things like pitching, clarity, and the fine amount of variations that you guys have used, and also about the tempo. So if I give you all a brief, we have 3 fourth places and 1 second place, 1 third place, and 1 first place. So I'll start off with the fourth place. We have Rotaractor Pasindu Nilakshana from Team Hufflepuff. And also we have Rotaractor Senith Kure from Ravenclaw and Venusara Vindana from Slytherin.
So you all can see the winners now. So I'll just announce. For the third place, we have the song by Rotaractor Hiruni Anuttara, Rotaractor Pasinduni Lakshani, and Rotaractor Madhavi Vatsala from Team Hopperpark. And for the second place, we have Rotaractor Kashmir De Silva song from Team Ravenclaw. And for the first place, we have Rotaractor Heshani Vikramarachi from Team Ravenclaw. So I must tell you all that we really enjoyed these covers, and these were amazing, and everyone appreciated that, even the past Rotaractors of our club. So congratulations, and keep being amazing. Thank you.
Thank you, Nishika Akke. Congratulations to all the winners of the Beyond the Harmony cover song competition. You'll be contacted soon with details about the prizes. Also, we're going to upload your cover songs to our YouTube page, only the winners. So stay tuned for that as well. All right. Now I'm going to announce the cast 4 points table. The current points of the houses after the Beyond the Harmony competition. At 4th place is Hufflepuff with 57 points. And at 1st place, we have all other 3 houses, Slytherin, Ravenclaw, and Gryffindor, 58 points each. Okay, right. Thank you to all those who participated in the competition. You all did a wonderful job that showcased how talented you all are. Also, thank you to everyone else who voted for their favorite covers. Okay, I also got the winners of the quiz competition. Right, so I'm going to announce the top 3 individuals who got the highest marks. At number 3, we have Sanduni Lianage. Then at 2nd place, we have Madhushika Munasingha. Finally, who do you think is at 1st place? Well, the winner of the quiz competition is Bimsara Pereira. Congrats, Bimsara. Right. Congratulations to the winners of the quiz competition. You'll be contacted regarding your prizes soon. The numbers will be provided in the chat box as well. Thank you, everyone else, for participating in this activity. You made this evening more enjoyable. Right. We're nearly at the end of our session, right? So, එක නිසා අපි ඔයාලට දැන් chance එකක් දෙනවා. ඔයාලට තියෙන ඕනම ප්‍රශ්නයක් අහන්න. Regarding anything that you saw, heard, or learned today. Not only that, අලුත් projects ගැන ideas තියෙනවා නම් ඒකත් කියන්න. දැනට තියෙන projects ගැන ප්‍රශ්නයක් තියෙනවා නම් ඒකත් අහන්න පුළුවන්. All right. You can ask your questions now.
I think you are allowed to use both the languages. Nangira Malila, ඔගොල්ලෝ සිංහලෙන් comfortable නම් සිංහලෙන් අහන්න, but if you are fine with English, ask in anything. අපිට පුළුවන් ඉතින් අපි clarify කරන්න.
Also, I would like to say, Dinidu Gunatilaka will be, you can contact Gunatilaka for your prizes for the quiz competition. The number will be provided in the chat box as well. Thank you. Don't be afraid to ask any question. It can be either in Sinhala or English.
Hello. I have a question. Can you hear me?
Yes, Nangi, go ahead.
Okay. Gary, my question is, can you explain about the importance of the LinkR account, and how can you use it for the job opportunities in the future? For your CV?
Right.
Yeah.
Right. All good. I think Ramit, Nimna, maybe you guys can help me out in answering this question. I mean, Nimna, Malli, and these people are the architects of the LinkR platform. It's a very good question, what you just asked. That's Imal Sanati, right? So basically, the importance of the LinkR platform is you need to realize our club is a massive club with an active membership around 150 to 200 members. That's a lot of members, right? And from an administrative point of view, me being the president, sometimes I have no idea whatsoever about who's working and who's not working, and small little details as such. So that is why LinkR was built. LinkR was built so that we can track what you do, each and every small or big or whatever the contribution is. We will be tracking it through the LinkR platform. And you may not know how exactly the tracking process works, but if you are a chairperson or if you are a director of the club, you would have an idea as to how this tracking process works. So important thing is, let's say you do the slightest of task for this club as a volunteering activity, as a small contribution to the club, it'll be tracked in the LinkR platform under your name, right? So once that is tracked from an administrative point of view, we would be able to understand who are the best performing members of the club. And from a club's perspective, we have an active member base that we need to keep, and we need to maintain that member base. It's not like we can get the entire set of undergraduates in the university under our membership. We should have the most deserving and the most well-performing members our membership. So thereby, by looking at the results coming from LinkR, by looking at the tracking process, we would be able to identify who is worthy of being a member of this club or not. So thereby, after looking at those data, we would be able to identify those members, and accordingly, we will induct those members as Rotaractors of the Rotaract Club of University of Mora, which comes under the Rotaract District 3220. Quite simply putting the entire story in simple terms, you work hard, your contribution will be tracked using LinkR, and the following out by looking at the output, but by looking at the results, we would be able to induct and recognize you as as inducted members of this Rotaract Club. Now, to give you an idea about how it is going to be important in your corporate life, so our geniuses behind this platform have built it in a way, whereas under the profile section, you should be able to add your LinkedIn, your Facebook and Instagram links. So as a next stage in LinkR, when you do a sizable amount of contribution for the club, let's say you are fortunate enough to chair one of our signature projects of the club. Let's say Imal Sanangi, you get an opportunity to chair Gram Prabodhi, which is one of the biggest projects of the club. And through LinkR, since it's sort of connected to your personal LinkedIn, Facebook, and Instagram profiles, you should be able to share your contributions through LinkR. And a corporate or a headhunter who looks at your LinkedIn profile would see LinkR, and they would identify saying, okay, there is such a platform, and the platform recognizes Imal Salinage as the chairperson of Gram Prabodhi. I hope you get the idea. So that is the sort of thinking behind it. Ramit, Nimna, do you have anything to add regarding that?
Yes, Samila. So,
Ramit?
yeah,
Yes.
as I said, so you all will be getting a public profile, Langi. So it will be like somewhat like LinkedIn. So all your volunteering history will be there. So it's like a great opportunity to look back at your history of your work like looking at in one side, and also you can share it on LinkedIn as well. So anyone can actually verify what you have done at volunteering at Rotaract Mora by looking at your profile. So that's why we made the opportunity for you to make the account public. So that's how it is done. Yeah.
Imalsanangi, is that clear on what you asked? Were we clear enough?
Yes, Saya, it's clear. Thank you so much for your answers.
Right. Just as an extension to what Imal Sanangi said, now y'all are integral parts of this club. Y'all perform volunteer tasks. Volunteer tasks are something that can come very valuable in your corporate life, in your corporate journeys. When you go to your first interview at some point in your life, most probably you will face your first interview when you go for your internships at the end, during your third year at university. So when you look at your CV, they would want to know what are the volunteer activities that you've done. So it's important to know, while you're doing all this amazing work, make sure you keep track of what you do and make sure you include them on your CVs. While that is happening, one way you can constantly keep them updating is to use a platform like LinkedIn. LinkedIn, I don't know, since you all are new to the university, once you get to the second year, third year, you understand the value of LinkedIn. So if you don't know the value of LinkedIn, watch some YouTube videos or just read some blogs and whatnot. Understand the value of LinkedIn. And LinkedIn is a powerful tool that is used by Sri Lankan corporates when it comes to headhunting talent, very specifically in university. Let's say you apply for a specific company. Let's say Imal Sanangi applies for John Keel Holdings, and I am the HR officer. How would I judge you? I would basically go to LinkedIn and search your name and see the kind of work that you've done. That is why it's important that you updated what you have done. Let's say you took part, you volunteered for Gram Proposal. Put it up in your LinkedIn page. No worries. You can put your contribution there, and you can also tag our Rotaract Mora pages there as well, which would give you more credibility. So that's an important message, I think, that I wanted to give you. Something, since most of you all are first years, start doing it now itself. Build your, career progression over there. Yeah, that's just a small message that I wanted to give. Uh, Maybe our exco members are here. They also know a lot of things about this. Guys, do you have anything to add regarding that? I'm going to assume the silence means that's no. Do we have any more questions? And thank you, Malsanangi. That was a quite a good question.
Uh, Hi, I have one question about regarding membership development. If some person comes to us and say, "Hey, we want to join the Rotaract Club," what is the procedure that we should follow if someone else come and ask us? Yeah, that's the question.
Right. Got it. Hi, Janaka. A very old member of our Rotaract Club. I myself I'm privileged to work with Janaka. Hi. Nice to see you back in one of our general meetings.
Yeah.
So yes. Right. So answering your question, that is a question that is asked from us. Janakamari, can you repeat that question again so that our audience can get a hold of it again before I answer it?
The question is, when someone approaches us and asks, "Hey, we want to join the Rotaract Club, we want to join this family," what is the procedure that we should follow to encourage them and get them into our system?
Right. So he's basically asking what is the procedure that we need to follow. First of all, Rotaract Mora, Rotaract Club of University of Mora is a volunteer organization, right? So we don't actually, when it comes to membership, we don't keep any rules and regulations with regards to membership or joining the club. It's a free-flowing club. If you think I can fit in at a certain project, I can fit in at a certain avenue, go ahead, you can join it. So quite simply put it into this thing, you can first of all join our WhatsApp groups where constant updates with regards to projects are going on. Most of the time those project updates are put up by chairpersons. Most probably they are from your same batch, as in could be from the 19th batch or the 18th batch. You can stay updated as such. Number two, you can have an account on LinkR, And if you have a LinkR account, if you go to your LinkR account on a weekly basis, you should be able to see all the active ongoing projects of the club. You have a small, you read a little bit about it. If you like the project, you can very easily update the contact details of the relevant chairpersons and whatnot from there itself. If not, if you don't have a way to find the the contact details, always feel free to drop a message on the WhatsApp group saying, I am interested in this, taking part in this project, how can I join it? And the relevant chairperson would directly contact you. If you go a little bit more about it, you can directly contact us. And very recently, like 5 days ago, a young member from the 18 batch spoke with me saying that he's interested in joining a couple of projects. So in that way, on my personal capacity, what I did was I spoke to the directors and got in contact with them, right? So now the important thing is, since LinkR is there, whatever you do will not go unnoticed. It will be noticed. The contributions will be tracked. And once you've done sufficient amount of work, and once our membership development team understands you as an active member of the club, you will be inducted. So that's basically it. Janak, I hope I was being clear. Again, we don't have a membership fee. We don't have a membership, we don't have like a set of rules saying this is how we induct a member. This sorry, not induct. This is how you can join the club. Rotaract Mora is there. Opportunities are there. It's up for grabs. And if you do perform well, if you keep on performing well on committees, our membership development team will definitely recognize you. Also, the avenue directors will recognize you. And then definitely the next call that you're going to get from Rotaract Mora is either asking you to chair a project or be a part of a committee, which is definitely going to be an important moment in your life. So that's pretty much it about how you can join the club. Again, we have people, Nishika, Tishani, Ramit, and a lot of people on the call. Do you have anything to add regarding that? And Jayanaka, was I clear with regards to your question?
Yeah, that was quite interesting. Yeah.
Right. I hope that was very clear, because that's a very important question. Don't feel as if, okay, I don't know how to join the club. There is no way in joining the club. So then don't stay away from the club. All the opportunities are up for grabs. There are tons of projects going on. The important thing is try to understand yourself. What would I like to do the most? When I first joined the club, I have an aspiration to engage in professional development work. So I kind of focused on that avenue at the beginning of my Rotaract career. So that is how I joined the club. If you have an aspiration, like a clear-cut aspiration towards community service, there are like series of serious projects going on. If you are very passionate about the environment, we have environmental services. If you are someone who's outgoing and who likes to work with the international community, we have the international services ever. And of course, if you believe in fellowship, like stuff like getting to know people, getting to create better friendships among your own club members and having a little bit of fun, then club service is there for you. And also, other than that, if you are very talented, like in terms of making designs, in terms of writing things, writing blogs and stuff, our editorial team, our PR team is there. And of course, if you are very talented with IT or technical skills, you can definitely contact our IT team. So what I'm trying to say is there are like numerous amount of opportunities. It's up for you to grab them and join the club. I hope I was being clear. Right. Do you have any more questions, guys? Would love to hear more questions. I would take all my time in explaining and clarifying the doubts that you all have.
Samila, if you don't mind, I can show you a public profile on LinkR so that.
Yes, go ahead, Ramit. I think that would clarify Marsha's question pretty well.
All right. So I think you can see the screen. So imagine you being here, like you can share this public link anywhere you want on LinkedIn maybe. So when you graduate, you can actually look back at your volunteering journey. So I think that is that will be really valuable for you. So even you can share it on LinkedIn. So that's it for the profile. And at the home bar, you can actually see what are the ongoing projects. Yeah, that's it.
Right. Thank you, Rami. I hope that was clear. I think that's kind of crystal clear now. Guys, any more questions? Would love to.
Yes, Saya, I have a question.
Yes, Lakshani.
Could you please explain about what is you mean that how to become an inducted rotaractor? You specified at the most places the word inducted rotaractor. So I
Right.
would like
Understood.
to ask, yeah, yes,
Right. So if you take the Rotaract membership, we have about, like I said, we have about 250 members. Now, all of you are general members of the club, right? General members of the club. General members of the club means like pretty much the entire membership of the club who are not part of the board of directors. And we have a board of directors comprising of 39 individuals, and most I think probably you all are aware of who your board of directors are. There are a lot of flyers going in and whatnot. So anyone who's not part of the board is a general member. Now, when it comes to general members are, we basically consider them as the active members of the club. Now, as most of you, I'm assuming Tarushinangi, you're from the 19 batch, yes?
yes, sir. I'm from 90
Right. Right. So most of the 19 batch members these days, they're very active and they're very new to Rotaractor as well. Uh, I mean, I know you came to university and the pandemic hit, and I mean, a lot of things didn't happen. And now we are kind of at a position, at a stage where a lot of activities in the club are happening. A lot of clubs are active, and the 19 batch members are the ones who are leading those projects, ones who are actively taking part in those projects. Now, what we do is once you slowly start to engage with the club, we understand you guys as prospective members of the club. Prospective, you know the meaning of the word prospective. Prospects that they could at one day they could be like real inducted members of the club. So once we recognize them, we start tracking you like through processes like LinkR, and also based on the recommendations that we get from our directors. I understand from our chairpersons and directors, we recognize you as prospective members. Now, this is an internal thing. This is an internal recognition that we are having. It's important to know that, right? So once we recognize you as as prospective members, we have this thing called induction ceremonies. Usually we do it like every quarter, like every 4 months, or sometimes we do it every 3 months, like that. It depends uh, based on the schedules of the university and whatnot. So once we identify as you are prospective members and you're worthy of being awarded this inducted membership, we induct you to the club. Usually induction ceremony is colorful ceremony where at once we induct about 50-60 Rotaractors to the club. And when you get inducted, that is when we recognize you as a Rotaractor in the Rotaractor of Rotary International. You may have heard about it. If you have not, just go and Google what Rotary International is. It's one of world's largest volunteer organizations, Rotary International. So under Rotary, we are a club that comes under Rotary. Rotaract Club of University of Mora is an organization that is under the Rotary International. So when we induct you, the important thing is there are platforms and there are ways in which how we recognize you. We register you as part of our club, and we register you in the Rotary International, saying that you all are members or you all are Rotaractors of this specific club. So from there onwards, what you may have seen in certain people's names when you put their name, instead of Mr. and Mrs. we put RTR, Rotaractor. If you saw the flyer series that we had today, there was a flyer going congratulating Rotaractor Amit Etiarachi. and that's something that you get from being inducted. If I like, wherever you go, you can proudly say I'm a Rotaractor, because the Rotaractor international at that point will recognize you as an inducted member, as a real Rotaractor of this club. So that's the importance of being inducted. I think in another year or so, there'll be Rotaract, the entire Rotaract movement is going through some changes, where Rotaract movement is going to become a professionally equipped, a professionally developed movement, and they want all Rotaractors to be professionally developed. So as a part of that, when you become an inducted member of the Rotary International, you will be given exclusive access to Toastmasters International related content. Toastmasters International is a big initiative, and I don't think like all of us have membership. All of us can take membership in the Toastmasters International. But Rotary International and Toastmasters International is two organizations that work side to side, and they have an internal agreement to recognize, or rather give opportunities, Toastmasters opportunities to our Rotaractors. So that will be an exciting advantage that you will get during the next year, as in that is 2021. So stay tuned for that. Your Rotaract journeys are going to get even more exciting once that is coming to place. But Tarujinangi, again, coming back to the question, I hope I clarified it. I hope you are clear on how you become an inducted member and what is the difference of an inducted member and a normal member. Was I clear, Tarujinangi?
Yes, Aya. Thank you for the information.
No worries. You're welcome. Any more questions? Right. Do we have any more questions? Feel free to unmute yourself and ask anything.
Any more questions? Don't be afraid.
Yes, if you are a little uncomfortable speaking in English, sing Katakan. That's all right. We would welcome it. Right. I'll before I hand over things to Tiniti, a couple of words from my end. Thank you very much for joining. It's very nice to see. I think we still have 79 participants after 1 hour and 45 minutes. You have engaged with it, and many congratulations to all the winners from the quiz competition and also from the cover song competition. I can assure you, our board members are very specifically top board members with the help of the Classical Music Association of the university. They have worked really hard to find who were the best. I mean, yesterday I remember it was around 3 o'clock in the morning, and there was a huge discussion going over Zoom, say, who should be the winner. So while congratulating all the winners, I would also like to thank the amazing set of people who were behind the competition, running it. They worked so hard and they worked tirelessly to make it a possibility. And I know not all, there were like tons of participants, not all of you were winners, but the most important thing is you broke free. You went out of that your zone and your comfort zones, and you made a cover song that was really appreciating. And I really enjoyed some of the music. We had like good arguments in our exco, in our executive committee group, saying this should be the best, this should be the best. But yeah, and congratulations to all the winners, and also congratulations to all the participants as well. Lovely to see this, lovely to see this energy, lovely to see this hype going on with you. I always say I may be the president, but I definitely I definitely am not the future of this club. The future of this club is you guys, the 18 batch representatives, as well as the 19 batch representatives, the batch Rotaractors. Amazing to say that many opportunities. We hope to create more opportunities for you. Grab them by your open hands, and if you want any help, we as the administrative unit of the Rotaract Club is here to help you guys out. feel free to contact me anytime. My phone number, I put it on in the chat box if you need. It's yeah, and I think I have to say I know I am also somewhat new this role as president. I am also like, this is also, I just finished off my first month as the president. But what helps me, what inspires me to get up every morning and to, drive this club is definitely you, the membership. I learn things from you every day. I am inspired by the amount of passion that you show for work, and keep it up. And if you have that passion, like Lakshani said, have that passion, you are definitely going places, because you all are undergraduates of one of Sri Lanka's best technical universities. If you have the right kind of attitude, right kind of passion to go with the talent that you have, you're definitely going places. So yes, thank you for listening to me. I know probably by the end of another 4-5 months time, you wouldn't want to hear this again. But yeah, I just wanted to say you got the club off to a great start. Keep the hype up, keep the energy up, keep it coming. The club will definitely go places, and you as individuals will definitely go places. Yes, thank you. Over to you, Rotaractor Trinity. Also, great job from Trinity. Very energetic and very powerful. Lovely to say this. Thank you. Over to you, Trinity.
Thank you, Aye. Thank you so much. All right. Thank you, everyone, for that interactive session. I hope we were able to clear all of your doubts. Right. So now, I would like to thank the organizers who worked day and night to make this event possible. Thank you, all of you who actively participated in our event. Also, thank you everyone for joining the August general meeting of Rotaract Mora. Let's meet again soon in another meeting. I hope we convinced you of how much of a wonderful opportunity this is to join. We hope to work with you in the future. Thank you and good night.
Yes, to formally terminate the proceedings for the general meeting, I terminate the general meeting for the month of August. Thank you. Stay safe and see you soon. Right, before we, everyone quits, shall we all pose for a small picture? Can we all stay and take a small photo? Organizing committee, can we accommodate that? We have a lot of people are going out. Can we take that real quick? Yes, people are turning on their cameras. That's great. Come on. Let's. Right. Here you go. I see some people are in beaches, some people are in outer spaces, and some people are well dressed, underdressed, not dressed at all. Great. Lovely. I'm pretty sure by now most of you are like fed up of it, these Zoom meetings, but hang on, we'll probably get back to the normal way very soon. Okay, who's taking the picture? Does it have to be me?
I took a couple of pictures.
Right. But do we have all the faces up here? I don't know.
Not really.
Mage connection එක නම් ගන්න දෙයක් නැහැ. මම hina වෙලා ඉන්නද කියලා. කාද්දි කියන්න.
All taken. Yeah.
Right. Thank you very much. Stay safe. Bye. Oh, yes. අපිට මේ organizing committee එක පොඩ්ඩක් තියාගමුද? කතා කරන්න. රන්දුල මේකේ කට්ටිය ගිහිල්ලාද?
organizing committee එක නෑ තරුෂී ඉන්නවා.
තරුෂී ඉන්නනේ.
Club service